Hey everyone, welcome to Amity Podcast. Our university is hosting a book fair recently, and today we are here to have a podcast with our director. Here is our team. I'm Lazcan.
Hi, I'm Sahan. Hi.
I'm Erzada. Hi.
Hi.
The first question is, what is the main objective behind this book fair?
Okay, it's the main objective. This is popularizing reading culture among the students. So I would like that each student every day should read something, and maybe novel, maybe some other books. But the reading should be the main objective for all in this campus. So that's why I think that we are organizing this book fair. This is actually what we are observing these days. It's my point of view that most of our youngsters, they are just getting far and far from the reading culture. So that's why I think that if youth they don't go to the bookstores, so bookstores are coming to our campus.
That's some great words. Now that we talk about the book fair and the reason behind it, we really want to know what really inspired you to organize it. Was it someone's voice, or maybe something happened?
Yeah. Actually, I think that nothing happened here in this campus, but it's happened in my life maybe. So I'm always appreciate three main factors in my life. The first of all is my parents. The second, my teachers, and the third is books which I have read.
That sounds like just a half.
Yes. So I think that's why what I am thinking, if we just bring the books closer to our students, if we'll be able to introduce the students with the recent published books, I think it will be a great help for students to discover themselves and as well to know what's going on. And not only maybe from the literature point of view, from the industrial point of view. So the many books are currently being published by our publishers, by international publishers. So I think that if we just help our students to get to know about these books, it will be a great maybe also that discovery for them. So that's why actually I myself maybe I can tell myself that I not maybe currently, but before when I was a student at the school, I was one of bookworms among my friends. So that's why, and still I help some publishers and bookstores to popularize their recent books. So that's why I think that it's a good idea. So the Amity family is a big family with thousands of students and the staff, and I think that if you just invite bookstores here, and it will be good for all.
It's a very noble thing to do from your side, sharing something that you love with students. We all believe that they will appreciate it. Now moving on to the next question. Professor.
What books have changed your professional and personal life? Is there any specific quote that has made biggest impact on you?
Oh, maybe I cannot say that any exact books that I cannot say this book changed my life, but overall, for example, sometimes we think that that books helped me to kind of develop my mind, right? My mindset or my attitude, behavior, or let's say that some kind of skills, for example, problem-solving skills, or let's say critical thinking, which are very necessary for these days to work or to succeed in life. For example, I can say that maybe 30 years back, when I have started from reading fairy tales, So still some of them impacting on my mind. Still, maybe for example, maybe I cannot remember the characters from those fairy tales, but still there is some impact had been left in my mind, and still it's working. It's kind of, they helped me to create some mechanism of my mind, my brain, and so that's why. But I can say that some of the books which very, very impressed me throughout my life, for example, let's start from our local authors. So, for example, I always try to read some of some epics, we can say, for example, Alpamish, for example, or let's say that the books, by Abdullah Qadri and or Oybek, and especially right, and so I love to read novels by Utkur Hoshimov. So he was my teacher at the university. He taught us some public journalism and as well literature, and so for example, I like his book that Dünyanın İşleri. Yeah, it's a very beautiful novel about the motherhood. So, and lately teacher Utkur Hoshimov told me once that once an American translator started translating this book into English, and after a week he called to Mr. Utkur Hoshimov and said that he was planning to go back to the US very unexpectedly and suddenly. And then Utkur Hoshimov asked why just suddenly did you plan? And he said, I was missing my mother. So after reading this book, so he started missing his mother. So see that, very beautiful. Or I can say from the, for example, from the Russian authors like Dostoevsky, like also that Crime and Punishment. Yes. It's a great novel. And another is of course is Tolstoy. Tolstoy's novels, they impacted in my mind a lot. And still, why is good reading books? First of all, very easily you can compare life and the some of the scenarios from these books. So some characters sometimes you meet because all the characters or all the some situations in the books are usually taken from the life, right? And when you face this situation, when you are in this situation, so very easily you can compare and you can think about the solution of this situation. So that's why I think that reading books is always very useful. And another thing is, I think, there is a very famous thought about this, about reading books. So those who don't stop reading, they don't stop growing. So.
So what I want to ask is that, so you have talked about many books, right? So is there any specific book you would recommend to a student, like they should must read that book?
Of course, maybe I can say that it depends. If, for example, from the literary perspective, so I would like to recommend that book by Ernest Hemingway is Old Man and Sea. Yeah. It's about the life and the life challenge and how to overcome this challenge, and how for example, patience plays a very crucial role in our life. So, and from the for example, career perspective, I can say that organization like a structure. It's by Henry Neve. So it's a very famous book, and I think that it's very useful these days for leadership. for leading an organization, or let's say that for the leadership skills and some other very important skills. And another book I would like to recommend to our students, this is the book named Delivering Happiness. Delivering Happiness is by Tony Hsieh, the founder of Zappos, but unfortunately he's not alive today. Several years, a couple of years back, he passed away. But this very amazing book is called Delivering Happiness, remained from him. It's about the Zappos company and how he succeeded in life and how he has started startups and from the scratch, and how did he start all these things, and how he sold this to the biggest companies like Yahoo or Google, his startups. So I think that these days the startup culture is getting very popular, and so this is I think the very easy way of succeeding in business or in life. So that's why I would like to recommend this Delivering Happiness to all our students. It's very motivational.
Thank you for great talk, and I think it's the end, but I hope it's not end to such great events, and in the future our university will organize such events more.
Yes.
Thank you for being us.
Thank you.